Sweet. Okay. Drag that CB inside mesh parts. Where's the arms here? I think it's legs. Female forearm, male forearm. Let's see how it looks. Because if we unhappy with them, then we'll just take them from scratch. Looks like a gorilla. Not too happy with the pose. We'll probably change it. Hope this works. Dial that down a tad. I think this will work. Scale it up. Obviously we still want to fix this, but I think this will give us an idea from like our base. Okay, cool. So just put down the mesh, everything. He's like, hey, what you doing? I'm sorry. 500 points, not bad. See our topology. Scrap our. That's way too harsh. If we can decrease this, maybe we'll probably lose all the details. But that'll give us more freedom to work. Cleaning up here. Okay, obviously I'm just gonna smooth this out because we're gonna be doing our own muscles. That's the whole point of this class, is that you guys might understand the muscles underneath. So the reason why we always fuss about the skeleton in almost all our tutorials is that you basically wouldn't know, because in order to keep track of the muscles or origin and insertion, if it twists, like if it pronates or supinates the arm, I mean, because knowing for sure that let me just do a quick sketch. So we have our humerus bone over here, the center, and then there's two bones over here, which is the ulna and the radius. The ulna, it's big at the top and then small at the bottom. So a quick trick to keep track of where which is which, like, cause this it's not in an anatomical position called, basically the bone that turns or twists around, it's the radius. So in order to keep track, you need to know the muscles, because they will also turn. So there's a very nice trick, like in order to know where is the, like in this position, and in order to know like where's the radius and the ulna, like let me open up something quick here. Give me a few seconds. I'm just gonna open up let's see if I can find it, like this position. So for example, these are one of our anatomy figures available for sale. So this is the ulna. I hope you can see my cursor. This is the radius. So this is straight, so the radius hasn't turned to come this side. And this is the ulna, the end of the ulna. So it's the anatomical position of a human. So if it was in that position, it was going to be very easy to keep track of everything. And if I open up the skeleton, our skeleton over here, let me just zoom in. I think you will understand more clearly. So this is the ulna, as you can see, anatomical position. This is the radius. So the radius twists and turns and comes this side, and then the ulna barely twists. So you just need to know that. Let's close this for a second. So a quick tip: your ulna, it's always with the pinky finger, and the radius is always with your thumb. So that's how you can keep track of them. That's a quick tip. So let's start from the top. Let's start from, I think we went through our deltoids. So we have our let me tune this down. We have our deltoids, which originate from the clavicle, the cranial process, and the scapula. Deltoids have three heads. We have an anterior head, which is this one, which I'm trying to draw for you guys here. Anterior head. Let me do sketches first. So I'm just gonna dial this down a tad. That's a bit too much. Anterior head. Inserts at the deltoid tuberosity at the humerus bone. And then we have our lateral head, lateral towards the side, anterior towards the front, and lastly posterior towards the back. So this is this one here. So these will probably have like so we went through this at when we were doing the torso. So you guys, I'm just going through it because it's kind of I can also include it as the upper limb. So that's why I'm kind of going through it. So you can like open up the anatomy viewer to get an idea of all those heads. So in this tutorial we're just gonna make it as one. Like the muscle striations on our anatomy models, we emphasize those details. So you can open up the free anatomy viewer if you purchase the anatomy viewer. I mean the anatomy models, then it's gonna be way easier. Yeah. Just gonna down like that. Yeah. So it kind of bulges out at the end. So we have our hero muscles now. Let's go to our hero muscle. Most famous muscle, which is biceps brachii. Biceps brachii muscle, which I'm gonna emphasize, yeah. Under the deltoid. So at the top it splits with two heads onto the scapula. So you just need to know. Sometimes on other people you can see that split. So there is anatomical variations. Just need to keep that in mind. So just blocking that muscle in. And the back here we have our deltoids. Our deltoid muscle. Did I say deltoid? Let me just fix this deltoid before. And then next we have a trapezius. Has three heads. Just gonna sketch that for now. These sketches are very important, the lateral head, the long head, and the medial head. So it has three heads. Tendon over here, which inserts at the electron. So they all meet at this tendon over here. This is a flat tendon. What we do, medial head. If I open up something for you guys, don't think I have it here with me. If you look at our woman, I don't know, if you look at the viewer, you see like where, like this, the biceps, where it goes to over the humerus over here, and then it inserts, and then we have this tiny muscle. So we're not going to go through it, but I want to point it out, like if our arms are stretched and stuff, here am I stretching my arms. If our arms are stretched and stuff, you will see this muscle in the coracoid brachialis. So you probably like questioning yourself, what is this? Coracoid brachialis, it's that muscle over there, and then here's our medial head, our triceps, and our biceps over here, and then underneath the biceps, it's the brachialis, this one over here. So just keep that in mind. Getting back to this. So we're very excited to release these one of these viewers for free. So these anatomy viewers for free. So to make only the skeletons to be paid for, not actually paid for, but then it's also included in the subscription. So it's not like but we thought it's fair, just coming in here, building that up. You see, we're still blocking out those muscles, and our arms are very big, but sure, you still wanna fix. Okay, so once we have that, so we fix that. So we smooth out everything. And then you wanna add your muscles of the skin, smoothing out everything. I come in with your very low intensity, and then building that up. Coming in very ever so slightly and dialing it where you can, just getting our skin having our skin there on top. Okay, so we still have to fix this because it's these arms are very twisted. Just make sure I'm not grabbing everything. So we're just coming in and just painting this. If I remove this part, because I basically just want to twist these arms. Smooth that out. Click, tap it in reverse. Just make sure everything is in place. Yeah, I think that's about right. So it is very important to just come in and just check if everything is okay. Because yeah, now we need to move this. Move that in place until we're satisfied. With our mesh. Clean that up. Okay, let's not spend too much time in that. Save like that. Let's go back. Let's go back to our anatomy study. Shame he's missing the Adam's apple. I was wondering what's missing over here. So just moving this. And like because for men this is bulging out, so just don't forget to emphasize it. Just emphasize that. Our larynx over here, one of our respiratory system, also our digestive system. So I'm forever moving the piece, the muscle groups and stuff until I'm almost satisfied. So we're going to be doing another proportion checking once we done using our cranium, just to check if everything is in place. For now, let's continue with this. Okay. Sweet. Okay, let's jump into. I think we forgot one muscle over here. I want to cheat you guys. The Brachialis. So how it works? sorry if you can hear the kids are playing outside. How it works, it's this guy, the biceps is on top of the muscle over here, Brachialis. It almost like bulges out at let's open this eye. This is our female, so it's not that prominent. But if you see here, this muscle over here going right through. This is a Brachialis. There's it over here. You can see it, get a better view. There's it over here. Brachialis. The Brachialis. So we just need to just tune that up. How much topology you got here? Not too bad. And then just come in. So the brachialis and the biceps brachii, they don't insert at the same bone, so that's why if you twist your arm, there's that your bicep like changes shape. If it's like if it's supinated, like it's almost straight, and then if it's pronated, it's kind of bulgy. So I don't know if it makes sense, but I believe on our deeper anatomy classes we will go through all that juice, all the fun part about anatomy. I think like if we can do like a class, like a deep anatomy class, which I believe it's coming soon at the next levels, because this is still level 1 for you guys, those who just want to start sculpting, looking to build their portfolios, or looking for a job, or to increase their skills in the anatomy. This is just for them. We just want to go through that. But like for those who are going to be interested in deep anatomy, where we're going to be focusing on the entire muscles, I think the longest class will be where we will be doing the arm. I think that's where we're going to be spending our time, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on underneath, so I believe we need to give it more time. So yeah, that's our bicep brachii. Now moving ahead before we lose time here. So we done with some of the upper muscles here, the lower limb, upper limb I mean. Let's give our time to this now. Just gonna add a bit of skin there. Because it doesn't look right. Just coming in and smoothing that out. So shapes. There's too much for a skinny guy, so I'm just trying to finish that. I don't know, I just can't stop sculpting buff guys. It's just in me. I think all my sculpts are just buff. As you can see, I'm turning around the model, so that's the way we can pick up the mistakes. So yeah, I think that's about right. But now here, it shouldn't have. So if I grab my click and just put up a skin. As you can see, I'm never satisfied. I don't know what's wrong with me. So don't get too stuck with the anatomy and until you lose everything. So anatomy is just the foundation of every art. So once we have that, let's go to our arms. Let's see, this is oh my god, when I turn I just see all the mistakes. Okay, cool. Let's see if I can find anything there. Okay. Looks about right. Looks about right. So these are my shapes. I'm just I can spend more time just to moving that in place. Just don't forget to turn your model around. You might pick up more issues as you turn, as I've just picked up a few. So it's let's do this, because we knew about we just spoken about our owner and our radius. Let's dive into this. Essentially what we have these muscles. This big one, Brachialis, you can see the origin and the assertions, I believe, but you need to know where they are. Brachialis, and underneath that muscle we have this one over here showing a bit. It's our extensor brachialis longus. That's one of my favorites. I don't know why, it's just the name. It just, so brachialis and then extensor brachialis longus, and then underneath that, I think you've guessed it, it's our extensor brachialis brevis. Just twist. So extensor brachialis longus, extensor brachialis brevis, and then we have our, let me grab our adductor muscles, adducts the hand, adductor pollicis longus, and then the extensor, it's the extensor pollicis brevis. So if you have a longus, there is a adductor pollicis brevis also on the palm. So what I think we're gonna go through that also. Okay, cool. Now going back to this view. This one here, it's one of the smallest ones. It's a pronator teres. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but then it's pronator teres. I'm just going through them for those who are just wondering what's happening over here. Pronator teres, and then I might do a labeling if there's any request for our members. So, but for now, I'm just calling them out because we just artists. We just want to draw. We're not too fussed about any names and stuff. So, and then we have our next one. Which one do I? Flexor. So the muscles which are anterior to us right now, these muscles of here, those are flexors. So if you encounter a muscle like the flexor brachialis longus and flexor ulnaris, so you will know that it's the muscle that flex the arm. So this first one over here, it's a flexor muscle, so it's a flexor radialis. So radialis meaning it goes through with the radius. And then there's this tiny one over here also. It's the one with the long tendon that supplies to the palm. So it's the palmaris longus, this guy over here, and this one hiding underneath there. Let me just twist this arm. I don't know if you can see from here now. This guy now, it's kind of hard to see, so let's sculpt it. Let's start sculpting it, and then we'll probably understand. Probably you guys will understand once we dive into it. So just gonna build up my, as I said, it's very hard to satisfy me. It's kind of very odd. So I'm just coming in, fixing where I can. Just want to be happy. I'm obviously sharing this with you guys, so I want you guys to get like pretty much useless project files. So these need to be anatomically correct, but then because we're not focusing mainly on the anatomy, we're just going through how to sculpt a character base in ZBrush. With out any details, so it's like it's anatomy. We're teaching the foundation of every character artist. So there's tons of even free tutorials like texturing, all those fine details. There's a lot of tutorials there for you guys in the community. And there's this big thing going on, texturing XYZ, so it kind of makes your life very easy. So yeah, we're here to assist with the foundations. So, just dissecting that. Okay, cool. So let me just refresh my system here. Yes. Okay, cool. Let's dive into that now.